Yo guys and girls, and welcome back to Dr. Dave. So today we're going to be building yet another PC. So this PC is going to be for a good pal of mine. This is going to be built for his wife. So Kaylee, if you are out there watching, or Mr. Dino, I know that you said you'll be in. I know you're at work, but we are going to be cracking on with the build. I will be in Discord in a momento, Mr. Calvin. Hello, Mr. Smelvin. Oh, it would help if I actually press this button right here. You might be able to hear him now.
Hello, Mr. Dave.
Oh, hello. Hello, Boggo. Right, so we're waiting for the main man and the main lady to pull their fingers out. Hopefully we'll see both of those today. Right, so we're going to jump to the live screen, everybody. Woo! Right, I do need to grab a sneak, so bear with me.
Morning, factories.
Ah, bugger.
Morning.
Yeah, how you are?
I'm all gravy, baby. Just sorting out a sneak and I'll be right with you.
All good, you?
Hang on, I'm alright. I was looking at them.
Sounds like you're sucking dick though, Boggo.
Yeah, I'm on the phone. Is that better?
Someone spam Dean in the chat.
Okay.
I'll give you permission to spam Dean.
Nice.
Right, so what are we saying, Calvin? We're saying Chopper Killer or Neon Punch or Strawberry and Watermelon?
Neon Punch.
Neon Punch.
Bog, you're
What's
making my
the
PC
perfect?
go mental.
Alright, fuck it.
Are you spamming Dean?
No.
Yes, we are. We're definitely not spamming him enough.
Not enough? Alright, do it some more.
Jesus. Your phone must be going mental, Dave.
I haven't got my phone on me and my phone lives on silent.
Oh, that one didn't actually work.
Well done, dickhead.
Good morning to the 14 of you that are currently out there, guys. Oh, bollocks.
But
Just
what
little sneak.
watching straight away?
There's 14 people in right now, yeah.
Fuck that.
Shawnee's in with a like, Reese is in with a like. Right,
I'll
so
give
the
that side around and put the genius in the chat.
RGB fucking bulbs are going mental right now. 16 in.
I've got to leave in like 10 minutes as well. So
You're
I should probably get
college.
ready.
Mate, I've got college.
Off the collage. Right, so
why is the fucking phone on this?
So, yo, Shawnee boy, so anybody that was here on the last build, here is the last build. She is literally ready to be packed up and shipped. So this is going to Special K. I've got to download the rest of his games onto this computer, but this computer is fully built and ready to go. And we're moving on to this build. This one is for Dean, Yo Michael and Yo Reese. So we're going to keep it kind of a closed Discord today. Calvin's going to be monitoring the chats and stuff like that today, so
Yep.
but other than that, guys, we're starting off. This is the Corsair case, exactly the same as this one over here. Dean really likes the white case. and we ended up buying the same case as the one that we've got behind us, which is the Corsair 220T. We also went with...
Yes, dog.
I'll speak to you boys in a bit. I'm gonna jump out.
Yeah, ain't no worries. So
in a bit, boys.
we also went with the... This is the ASUS Prime 5 Z590 motherboard. This is the board that I was going to buy, but I couldn't get hold of this particular board at the time, so I ended up with the Z490 motherboard. Dean also got the 32 gig kit of the RGB white RAM. Also the white power supply. We got an i5 10400F. So if you don't know what the F series stands for, the F series basically means that there is no built-in graphics chip on this CPU. So if you want to build a gaming PC and you're going to buy a dedicated graphics card to go into your build, there's no point buying a CPU with built-in graphics on the chip, because you're going to be putting in a dedicated graphics card. So to save yourself some money, if you're going down the Intel route, buy yourself an F series chip. And we have a 1 terabyte M.2 drive here as well as a 2 terabyte, the old classic, the Seagate Barracuda. Absolutely love the Barracuda drives for slave drives. They very rarely go wrong. So Dean was very, very adamant that he wanted this PC to be all white accents. So the power supply is white, the RAM is white, the motherboard accents are white. We got the white water cooler to go on there as well, and the white case. And then there was one big fat elephant in the room that was ruining it, is the Corsair fans that actually come with this case are actually black. But lucky enough for Dean, I had 3 white Corsair fans left over from a previous build. So we're going to swap out the black fans for the white fans. There'll be a total of 6 white fans in this chassis. And all of this lovely goodness has got to go in there. Mr. Clibbo is in the house. Bloody hell, I must be dreaming still morely up before 10 AM. Mate, ever since the kids went back to school, I've been getting up at like 8:30 every morning. Like I said, I've been going swimming twice a week. I've been drinking fuckloads of Sneak Energy and no canned energy drinks. So yeah, I'm feeling good.
He's been up at 8:30, pestering me by 1:45 and streaming by 9 o'clock.
Yep.
That's normally how it goes, isn't it?
Normally in Calvin's inbox going, oi, cunty, get out of fucking bed, let's go and play. Right, so, like I said, this is going to basically be a white build. So I absolutely love this Prime board. I think it's absolutely fantastic. So it's one of my favourite boards. This Prime board. Can you get off me, you sticker? Ross. Well, yep, them fans did come from the previous build, because again, Ross was being a fussy fucker as well, and he wanted a pure white computer.
It's these Essex people, innit?
It's these Essex boys and fucking white, mate. You know, like they go out at the weekend in their white high heels and all of that. So
yeah,
they want a computer to match, you see. Right, this board is absolutely fucking stunning. I love this board. So I originally wanted this particular board, but it wasn't in stock when I don't have a white computer, but you did. No, you had a black PC, didn't you? Yeah, yours was mainly black and red. Most of yours was when we built it, or black and RGB. But the funny thing is, Ross, you saying about that. So when I built the white fans didn't come from your build. The black fans came from your build because we changed. No, actually. Yeah, because we took 3 black fans out of the case and we replaced them with white. Yeah, then we bought... Yes, that's right. So the 3 blacks and the 3 whites came from your original case because you wanted all 6 of the fans in the case to match. We ended up buying the 120 LLs, was it? Yeah, I think it was the LLs we bought. Right, so here we go. We're going to start installing the RAM now, and if you're going to do PC parts, it's a lot easier to do them outside of the case. So take your motherboard out of the box, lay it on top of the box, and start installing your RAM. And your CPU and things like that while you're outside of the case. It'll make your life 10 times easier. Did the same for pretty much every build we've done so far, like Clivo's, Calvin's. It'll be awkward and be round the wrong way.
There's one thing that's really annoying me now. I've got your stream up on my second screen on YouTube.
Yeah.
And where I've muted this stream, you're speaking in Discord, and about 3 seconds later I can see your lips saying exactly the same thing on YouTube. Yeah, like that.
Right, dim one in. So we are populating all 4 channels of this motherboard. What's standard for me? You saying about me spending people's money again, Clivo? It wasn't actually my fault this time. It was actually Ross's fault. Ross wanted all white. When I told him that the case came with 3 black fans and then the... Oh, what Crash said?
What did I say? I can't remember. Oh, probably about your talking.
Yeah, about my talking.
Blah, blah, blah.
Right, where is Dean? Ross, ring Dean and tell him to get his arse in here.
I've tagged him loads of times, messaged him privately.
Unless he's on the train on the way to work.
Could be. You need another.
Right, so there we go. There is the beautiful white RAM, RGB white RAM, all installed in the board. I can get out of my way. I hope not, he starts at 8. Yeah, well, he said to me that he was still commuting on the train. got an i5 10400 going in here. So this is only just a like office build for Kaylee, so we'll be able to play a few games and stuff as well. Chicken nuggets! So a little baby i5, but people do not even understand the new generation i5s and the new generation i7s are keeping up with the i9s nowadays. It is fucking insane. You want bang for your buck in a PC in this time where we're on the 10th and 11th generation Intels. Definitely look at the i7s over the i9s, because the i7s can now keep up with the i9s, and it's scary how quick technology is evolving. So remember, when you're putting your CPU in the socket, don't go full fucking dinosaur ham on it. You know, put it in the socket, give it a little wiggle, make sure it's seated nicely. You don't even need to remove this bit. Once you push the lid back down and put the leg back in, this will pop out automatically. Don't be fucking about trying to get that out of the socket, because you might accidentally damage the socket in the process. Right, so we've got CPU in, we've got the RAM in. We're going to then go and put the M.2 drive in as well. I would presume Dean's going to want the M.2 drive under the M.2 shield. So we are going to undo that and put it in there. Oh, Zachy T's got the week off. Where the fuck is my screwdriver set? Oh, please don't fucking play this game on me. Oh, there we go. Yep, he's 4 levels underground. No chance of watching. Ah, gutted, mate, gutted. I said he would be, didn't I? I said he'd be on the train. Special K in the house right there. Is your PC, Mr. K? I say, I've literally got to plug it back in later and finish off downloading your games to the PC, and then she will be ready to ship to you. Oh, I bet you can't, Clipper. I bet you can't, mate. I say, it's exciting times, bro. It is exciting times. He's on site. Yep, he's 4 levels. Oh, he's 4 levels underground on site. Oh, Uber. Right, I get you. I thought the whole point of him playing with robots all day was his fat ass stayed up on the ground. Frost, tag Kaylee for me. She might be about. I can't believe at 9:30 there's 15 of you sitting in here watching me. I'm like, I was absolutely blown away. I looked up like 5 minutes into the stream and there was 16 people in.
You were blown away. That must have been one strong gust of wind.
Oh yeah, totally, mate. You cheap cunt. I'll get my own back on you, Calvin. You wait till February half term. Not so funny now, are you?
You couldn't hurt a fly, Dave.
Oh dear. You just don't know, son, do you? You just don't know. Ask Clibo. Ask Clibo. Go on, ask him. Ask him some of the things that I've done to him when he was here. Clibo, tell him.
Tell me what?
Hey, I give as good as I get. Yeah, but you try to give as good as you get. Fucking 2 parts. Oh, that's kind of. Never seen one of those before. Okay. That is rather interesting. Ask Gibbo, think he said he can't feel his rectum still 3 years later. Oh. Poor old Gibbo. This is uber weird. Fuck, do you get these out of here? I'm not even gonna fuck about with these. These are uber weird. I've never come across these before.
Huh? Why is Clivo being timed out then? Please refrain from being a dickhead, little the bot.
Slap on the bot.
He did. Sounds like a him problem, that does, though, doesn't it?
It certainly does. So we need motherboard M.2 screw, and they provided me these stupid little washer things on the motherboard, and how the fuck you actually use that type of give it Clibo. So instead of giving me a generic screw to put the M.2 drive in with, they've given me this fucking like piece of plastic.
Fucking hell, I look up at your stream and Dave's reading instructions or deconstruction manual.
Well, I'm trying to see what these fucking little clips are like.
Yeah.
Right, well, there's nothing on there. Right, so Clibo, look at this. You probably won't be able to see it from there, but that tiny little plastic clip is
Oh,
what...
fucking hell.
Oh, someone at the door. Probably Amazon man.
Pretending to read. Yeah, you know that, Clibbo. Love the way he goes with his headphones. Yeah, I was just thinking the same, Clibbo. If I were to go answer the door with my headphones on, the postman would think, what an absolute dickhead he is. What, slag David off? I don't need to. I wouldn't need to waste my breath on slaggy Dave off. I knew one of you cunts would pick up on that. It's too early in the morning. I said breath. I was gonna say. Probably having to chase the Amazon man down the road knowing Dave. Then again, Dave wouldn't run, he would roll. Pound in the swear jar, please. Clibbo, how does go fuck yourself sound? Sucky $1. Another £1, please. Fuck off. I was gonna say they're probably run into the bedroom. Oh, here he is.
Fuck off, you. It was Mr. Postman dropping off Dave K's old computer.
Aye.
It wasn't Mr. Amazon Man. I thought it was Mr. Amazon Man bringing me my my new vape, but it was not. So I need to go and look in my bits and bats and bobs to see if I can find a screw to hold down this.
You know that, Clibbo.
I was not having a poo. I was at the door talking to the postman. He has literally just dropped it from the postal depot round the corner, round there, round where Amazon and all of that is. The postal dude carried the fucking PC from the post office depot to my house. Why? I don't know. I think he's a little bit crazy.
Did he say it was fucking heavy?
It's not actually that heavy, to be honest. Again, that don't... Oh, this annoys the fuck out of me, this does. Why change the fucking connector? Honestly, Clip, I'm not even joking. You've seen this, fuck it. I'll put it up to the camera. What the fuck is that? That's meant to hold in the M.2. What the fuck? Yeah, but the screw thread's not long enough. The screw thread isn't long enough to hold it down. So by the time you place the M.2 in between and go to put the screw back in, it don't fit. Unless I'm meant to use two of them, I don't know. Right, fuck that. I'm gonna go and get a traditional fucking M.2 screw. That one.
Oh, here he goes again for another shit.
Rather you not discuss toilet habits in the middle of my stream, you cunts.
Well, that's probably what you just want to do.
Right. If I could move to the toilet that quick and have a toilet movement that quick, I'd be fucking surprised.
I'm saying nothing, Zach.
Right, so I'm now on the third motherboard box. So here's mine. Mine's the Z490. I got a spare M.2 screw in here. I'm going to be going to look on. And again, we don't have one in there either. But it would make perfect sense of when you buy an M.2 drive that, you know, the M.2 drive came with a spare screw would be absolutely amazing.
Stupid question.
But
Has Special K not got one in the PC that's just been delivered?
yeah, we're using it.
Ah.
Oh no,
I
you
do
don't-
this
in the PC that's just arrived, there is no there's no M.2 in there.
Ah.
But as I say, I don't understand why they fucking changed to some stupid wanky piece of plastic instead of a fucking proper metal screw. It's beyond me, it really is. I know, we'll scrimp and save. We won't give them a metal screw, we'll give them a shit piece of plastic. Woo! See, the only problem is, if I put that, if I do get that shit piece of plastic to work, right, and then Dean puts that PC in the van, and it's moving around, and that plastic clip snaps, then he's going to get home and that PC's not going to boot up, and I don't want to be in that situation.
You know, I'm knackered after that. I've just had to leg it into the other room because the phone was ringing. Automated message one saying that it's the bank. Yeah, I believe that one.
What the actual... There's not even one in there either. I normally have everything in that little box, but I probably used them all up. Yeah, I'm trying to find a M.2 screw that's not embedded in a piece of fucking plastic. They want me to put this under here first. So that's one of my little standoffs out of my bits and bats. Maybe that will... This will work now. Oh, you fucking bastard. Okay, right, so I've now stuck a secondary standoff Yes, I have got to post Special K's PC back to him, Clibo, as it goes. Right, so after putting one of my secondary standoffs on, we now have the M.2 fastened, but if I hadn't have put the M.2 standoff in there, then that piece of plastic wouldn't have fucking worked. So what was the point in it? What was the actual point in it? Someone please fucking explain that to me. Are you just being a bunch of fucking retards and you're like, yeah, we just put plastic in there? Right, we can actually get on with the build now, guys. Right. Who does she work for, Clibo? APC, yeah, they got a depot down the road from me. Right, so I've now right, so now that I've actually put this fucking thing in, for fuck's sake, clip this thing. Right, I need to unclip this fucking piece of plastic because the M.2 cover won't go back on with this piece of plastic protruding out the side of it. Right, round 2, ding ding. Right, so I got this stupid fucking thing off. You know, if they're gonna change a fucking a thing like an M.2 holder, right? So they're gonna change from a generic M.2 screw to an M.2 plastic retaining clip. Oh, hello, Kaylee. Go to work, Dean. Watch out, the wife's here. Yeah, so I was just saying to the boys, right? So they've changed out this little metal clip, well, a metal screw for a plastic washer, which is absolutely fucking ridiculous when they don't give you any instructions of how to use this new piece of plastic, which is fucking absolutely retarded. But can you please just do as you're fucking told? It still don't want to fucking go in there. Fuck my life. Right. So just popping in, was busy and deep underground on the robot, mate. Thought I'd say hello. No worries, Disco. Honestly, Tez, say I just don't understand why they would bother changing a metal screw for a shitty piece of plastic that doesn't even hold the fucking M.2 drive in place. It just doesn't make sense. But
no shit.
What?
No shit about the screw.
But the only problem is the fucking cover won't fit back on.
Well, that's random within itself, isn't it?
This is proper winding me up. Getting proper teasy with this.
Is this Dean's PC that you're building?
Dean's wife's,
Oh.
Kaylee's.
Oh, Kaylee's one.
So I'm getting proper fucking wound up. The fact that, like I said, they didn't even supply me with an M.2 screw. They supplied me with a fucking piece of plastic to put the fucking M.2 in with. Instead of a screw, they gave me a fucking shitty little retainer clip, and I've never seen these fucking stupid retainer clips in my life. It's the first time I've ever seen them. But nevertheless, I think I've solved the issue. So hello, Kaylee. I think you've scared Dean off. I think Dean's gone back to work now. But this is going to be your lovely finished PC when I'm finished. So you've got a white Corsair case. You've got all white fans inside. You've got a white power supply, white water cooler, all white RGB RAM, white motherboard with so a black motherboard with white and silver accenting on it. Yeah, it's gonna be absolutely lovely. Lovely, innit? In the words of
T-Rock.
Right, so I can start getting rid of some of this stuff now. That can fuck off. That can go, that can go. That can go.
It's weird riding a horse with a steering wheel and pedals, not gonna lie.
Riding a horse. Oh, you're playing farm sim, training up the whole sheesh.
Yeah, on wheel and pedals. Different.
That can go over there. That can go on the floor. No doubt Jade will clean that up later. Right, so we need to start moving on to getting the case done. Clibo, you said BRB, and that was a few minutes ago. Are you back? Yes, he is. Right. Now tell me the best thing about building a PC with a higher end motherboard. I'm not talking about the performance and blah blah blah, I'm talking about the build factor. And you should know what I'm talking about. If you don't, I'm going to be rather disappointed. Yes, that is one attribute I will let you have. But there is, with the higher end boards, there is one thing that you don't have to do when installing the motherboard into the case. No. Generally, the standoffs come in the case. Come on, Clippo. Don't make me disappointed in you. Come on, you should know this by now. Right, there's normally one fiddly little fucking thing that you have to do when installing a motherboard into a new case. But with the higher end motherboards, you don't have to do it. You're going to run out of time in a minute, Clivo. You're going to run out of time.
Shit, I can see smoke, Dave. Is that Clivo's brain?
I think it might be, you know.
Fucking hell. Clivo, stop thinking. Your brain don't function in the first place.
You'll have to give me a clue. Right. You're looking directly at it right now, Clivo.
Wait, what was the question? Because I can't remember.
The question was, with a higher end motherboard, there is one thing that you do not have to do that you have to do with all other boards.
Fuck if I know.
I mean, you're looking right at it, Clivo, like it's right under your hooter right now.
Do you reckon Clib will have more of a clue than what I will, Dave?
Possibly. I've just given it away big styly right there. If he doesn't get it after that, then he clearly does not pay attention to the parts that he's putting in the computer. And I would like him to prove me wrong right now. That's if he was even looking at the screen when I just tapped my fingers on the particular part.
Is it something to do with them? I don't know how to explain. You know where all the USBs go and on the motherboard there?
Are we talking about the I/O shield here, Calvin? Are we talking about this that goes on the back of the motherboard right here? This part here, the I/O shield?
Yeah.
So when you build a lower end PC, this part comes separate and you have to clip it into the case. And with the lower end boards, they don't always cut the metal correctly and you end up effing and blinding trying to get the I/O shield to go into the board because it's being a complete and utter wanker.
Oh.
You've never had to do it?
I'm pleased with myself for that, to be fair. For getting that right.
Yeah, you was on the money, mate. You was on the money. Say, Clibo said he's never had to do it.
For me to get that right, fucking hell, it must have been simple.
Say, I'm surprised, Clibo. I mean, like, as I say, like with the lower end boards, the I/O shield doesn't come attached. It is a separate piece. But with the things like the Prime series boards, it's all built on the back, ready to go. So you just plop the motherboard in, pop a screw in, and away you go. So, right, actually, I've got screws in. I'm really surprised, Clibber. I'm really surprised that you've never had to do one. I've had to deal with loads of them and I fucking hate them. Absolutely hate them. Right, so there is the first screw for the motherboard. Just need to go around and get the others all on. Yeah, as I say, I mean, like it depends. I mean, if you was building like a B on a B series motherboard or something like that, you would have to you'd have to install the old I/O shield yourself, mate. It doesn't come pre-installed. So how's everybody's day going so far out there? What are you up to then, Clibo? You got a B450 MA, yeah. Let's say I built a B series into that one. I built a B series into. I think we built a B series into Bogos and Calvins as well. I think.
Fucked if I know.
Going down the Land's End. Are you bored, Zaki? Am I boring you, son?
What motherboard? Dave?
Huh?
What did you say? 450 motherboard?
Yeah, you got a B series
I have.
motherboard. Yeah. Oh, it's not me.
Might as well just have a look whilst I'm here.
Have a word with Calvin. Ask him if he's got some games that you've got and you go play. Sure Calvin wouldn't mind jumping on and playing something.
It depends what games Zaki's got downloaded.
He's got Rocket League.
I know, but I'm on the farm with Tether at the minute. But yeah, I can jump across in a second.
I mean, Zach could go on farming. Just need to give him the farmer role so he can get the mods downloaded. Chat is not showing. Yeah, it does that sometimes, Clivo, and I don't know why.
Can't even find Zaki. Oh, there's Mr. T. Rolls. Farmer.
It just has a mind of its own sometimes, you see. So some days it does show, some days it don't. Right, Zaki's downloading the mods for the farm, Calvin.
All good. I'm glad game chat exists on farming, to be fair.
You're talking to Tessa through that, are you?
Yeah.
Right, so that's the motherboard in. Right, so that's that in. Kaylee, if you are still watching, very much doubt you're still watching, so what I'll do is I'll just take a quick picture and send it you.
If it's come as a mod pack, Zaki, with them all in the one folder, then yeah, you will need to extract them in your mods folder for farming.
Hang on. Easiest thing to do, Zach, is once it's downloaded, drag that one that says mod.zip, drag that directly into your farming mods, and then right click extract here. Once you've extracted here, then you can delete the mod.zip. That is the easiest way to do it. Right, so because Dean is, you know, uber fussy and wanted all white, these black fans have got to come out of here, and I've got to install white fans in its place. Yeah, so grab hold of the RAR file, drop the RAR file into your farm mods, and then once you've dropped that into your farm mods, right click on it and extract here. Well, we knew you was off already, mate. We could smell you from here.
I'm not going to even comment on that one.
Have a good one, Clibo, bro.
Suck it. I'd have to find it first.
And if it's Clibo's, it's a cocktail sausage, isn't it? You'll know this from experience, Dave.
I needed the magnifying glass and the tweezers last time. The farm is Chellington Valley.
Yeah, farming sim might help. Zaki. Have a good one, Clibo.
Yeah, take it easy, Clibo. See you in a bit. So when I built Leah's PC, Ross wanted like all matching fans, so we had to basically do away with 6 of the fans that we already had to install another 6 fans, because they were all, every fan was white, but they weren't the same like same speed fans or the same LEDs built into them. They were 3 were one type and 3 were another, so we ended up taking 3 black and 3 whites out of Leah's case and getting a set of 6 of all matching fans, so all the RGB matched.
I've currently got a pink PC at the minute with my fans.
So ended up putting 2 extra black fans into Dave K's PC, and now I'm taking the black ones out of Dean's PC and putting the white ones in there. So
I wish I never started doing this.
what did you start?
Cotton Field.
Cotton Field 1, 2 and 3.
Right, can I back please? Thank you very much. Let go. You.
I've done it on my own before, Crash.
Yep. My short attention span won't last much longer though. Dave knows what I mean.
Oh, we got a flashing in the back. Who's flashing at me? It is Calvin.
It'd be me.
I'm guessing with the host.
Nope.
Not with the likey. On black fan.
For fuck's sake.
You're right, Dave.
Dave, you know that harvester down on that you use for 92, 87 and 89?
Yeah.
The one with the wide headers?
Yeah.
I now understand why you get frustrated with it, by the fact that will it ever stop?
Yeah, once it's fully loaded, it's an absolute prick.
Yeah, tell me about it.
presuming that Dean's going to want the fans on the back side of the radiator so you can actually see the RGB fans in the case. That's what I'm surmising here.
No.
Similar to the way that I built his one. Zaggy Thompson, you still there? Right, so now we've got to take that out because it's in the bay. Are you going to be getting farming at 22? Yo, 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 soda solder. Because we've already pre-ordered it, and if you pre-order it, you get a free DLC with it, Zach. That's why. So it'll probably be in your best interest to pre-order it, so you get the free DLC. I think someone's just knocking at the door again. Hold up. Just someone in the hallway downstairs. Right. So, we've got...
Oh, fucking hell.
Keeping you up, lad?
I didn't get to sleep till about 2 o'clock last night.
Right, so here's the water cooler. Yeah, I won't be able to pre-order it, mate. Yeah, no, I'll get you, mate. It's continental Europe. Right, so... Oh yes.
Game name is Dr. Dave Zaki.
That's DDL. Yeah, was it not?
Yes, DDL Farm or Dr. Dave, one of the two.
Yeah, Solder, I do like me a good old PC build, mate. It's fun, to be honest. So once you know how. So I'm currently just mounting all the fans to the radiator right now. I've got the radiator on my lap, so you guys can't actually see it right now, but so how's your day going, Solder? Crash, come help me. I haven't done this for a long time. I'm stuck. Go up to the open chat or something, Calvin.
I'm in open chat, Lucky.
You can go and join them, Tezza, if you want.
Yeah, I'll drop down.
So just keep an eye on that stream chat for me, yeah?
Yeah, I'll try to.
I need to grab a different screwdriver. Right, one more to go. So we've done mounting the fans to the rad. There you go, there's the 3 fans mounted to the rad now. So it's now a case of putting the rad, feeding the wires through the back of the case to... We've also got to put this around the back. This does the fans and the RGBs. So the boys have dropped down to go and play farming. Someone in with a likey, who is it? Knock knock, come in. Got so much tidying up to do after this. Oh, Mr. Disco in with a likey. Right, so this goes in here. Right, so now to feed the wires. Oh, will you behave yourself? Right, we finally got connector 1 and 2 untangled from there, so they can go round the back. Right, fan 1. Fan 2. Right. So all the fans plumbed. So we need to now get yo. You're shocked I still use Intel. Well, you shouldn't be shocked. If you know me by now, I don't like AMD. It shouldn't really be a shock to anybody in this day and age. I've never been an AMD fan, never will be an AMD fan. That's in your opinion, mate. That's in your opinion. I say everybody's entitled to an opinion, and I don't like AMD as a brand, and I don't use AMD as a brand. But that's not to say that you don't like them. Well, it's not really, because there's different generations. You know, you can say that Ryzen, not all Ryzens outbeat an Intel CPU. I say again, it's down to personal preference, mate. So if you like Ryzen and you like AMD as a brand, you can crack on and you can buy that stuff. But for me, I don't like AMD as a brand, so I don't buy their stuff. Let's say I've had AMD in the past, Rick, and I don't like them, and I just prefer not to. Let's say I've been down the rabbit hole many times with many people about AMD and Intel and stuff like that. So I'm not saying that I won't build AMD because this PC that's currently behind me over here is AMD. That was built for Special K as a gift, and you know, the boys come together and the money was raised to build it. It's just, I just don't like them as a brand. I say I've not had good experience with them in the past, and you know, as I say, once bitten, twice shy and all of that sort of stuff. I've had Intel since I've been gaming full time. Say over the last 5 years, every PC that's, you know, that I've built for myself, every PC has been Intel. I say everybody's different. I mean, you know, everybody is different. Say, like I said, in the past, I had AMD PCs. My missus, when we first got together, she went and bought an AMD PC as well, and she ended up bidding that off in favour of an Intel. So I just generally don't like it, mate. You know. If I buy RAM and stuff like that, and I want to overclock it, putting that onto an AMD, most AMD systems have an absolute hissy fit when you try and overclock the RAM in the BIOS on the XMP. So I mean, I've built many PCs, and you know, like I get told all the time that I am AMD Intel racist. All the time I get told that, but it's just my opinion. As I say, I mean, not everybody needs to agree with my opinion. I'm not, you know, I'm not Hitler. I'm not telling you that you have to agree with what I'm saying. Let's say if you prefer AMD, you prefer AMD. If you prefer Intel, you prefer Intel. Well, I do get told, you know, like that I am racist. Not racist towards the human race, but I am racist towards AMD versus Intel. Yeah, but the thing is, I mean, it may be, you know, slightly inflated prices, but let's say I've never had an Intel chip go wrong on me. I've had AMD chips go bad on me in the past, and that's why I moved away from their brand, you know, like, but that's not to say that every AMD chip is going to go bad, and, you know, every Intel chip is always going to stay good, because that's not the case. It all comes down to silicone lottery. It does every single time. You know, we don't know how long our chips are going to last. We don't know how long the graphics cards and stuff are going to last. It's all down to pot luck. You know, if you get a really good one that's got good thermals and stuff like that, then happy days. But that's not to say that it might not break further down the line. You don't know. It could work. Both brands could be the same. See, that's what I'm saying. So I have, you haven't. So you favour AMD, and I favour Intel. I say I don't have a dedicated gaming machine either. So both my PC that's currently streaming this stream is it's a i7 11700K, and it's currently running a 1070 graphics card, which hopefully today my new card arrives and I've got a 3060 12 gig card to go in there. And my rig PC that's up on the wall over there, that again streams and plays the game at the same time. That is a i9 9900K, 32 gigs of RAM and a 2080 Super. Also, the machine that's behind me over here, you can just see it by the lamp there, the black case, that is an i7 7700K, and that machine is coming on 8-9 years old, and that was my original gaming and streaming PC. That was on the desk, but then I swapped out and upgraded and so on and so forth. I say, you know, people have pros and cons with all different brands. It's the same as cars. I mean, if we went down the rabbit hole with cars and stuff like that, we'd never get off the subject, because, you know, everybody has their favourite brands, and like I said, I'm not racist brand-wise to the point where I would never build an AMD system. I'm just kind of like, I wouldn't want one for myself. I'm quite happy to build it if that's what somebody wants. I'm quite happy to build it, but I am an Intel fan, and I always will be, I guess. So I prefer to, you know, have a machine that's capable of streaming and playing the game at the same time. So if I ever you know, if I ever did want to sell one of my PCs later on down the road and just go back to a single PC setup, then at least I'm not relying on a secondary PC to have to do the stream. But like I said, everybody's different. Everybody's entitled to, you know, like what they like, and so also this is a little office PC. Yeah, it's you know, like having a water cooler and everything installed, but this is actually for a friend of mine's wife. Runs her own little t-shirt printing business. So, you know, her fella wanted, well, yeah, her husband wanted her to have a more modern PC, so here we are, we're building this for her, for the office. It's going to be a lovely, lovely clean build. Oh, get in the owl, you fucker. So I don't know if he's still there. I'm not sure if he's still there, Solder. He was talking and he went quiet. I'm not sure. Oh, he is still there. Ah, nice. What are you working on then, Rick? Yeah, like I said, this is a little baby office PC for my mate's wife. Well, I wouldn't really say it's a baby PC, to be honest with you. So it is a really, really nice, clean, fresh white build. Our budget PC for your lad. Well, that one here, this is a AMD Ryzen 5 3400G with a 1666 gig graphics card, 16 gig of RAM. Built that one the other day on the channel. Also rebuilt. Dean also owns a Ryzen 5 3400G as well, and I rebuilt that one not so long ago as well. It's on an X99, nice. Say, I built my daughter a budget system not so long ago, Rick. She's got an older generation i5 CPU. She has. Yeah, some of the server CPUs are still very, very capable. Let's say that's my server over there, and that's running an i7 7700K. It's got no graphics card in it, no nothing like that. It's just a basic budget build. It's got like a cheap gigabyte motherboard in it that's probably about 6 years old. I say it was just made up of spare parts that I had laying about, same as the PC for my daughter. I say whenever I upgrade parts on mine, I tend to keep the parts back, and if somebody is interested in having a PC built or they haven't got so much of a budget, then I normally chuck in parts that I've just, spare bits that I've upgraded from. I say I gave away about a year and a half ago. I gave away a B series motherboard with a AMD 3200G. We gave a PC away to Calvin that we built for him, and then we also gave away a Intel i5 9th gen as well. We gave one of those away. We're also giving away this PC to Dave K as well. So yeah, it's like when the community comes together, we put a secret donation goal up and stuff like that. And once we've raised the funds, we build a PC for someone. Say I've had people come to me like fucking demanding it, like build me a PC. You've done it for other people, and then I generally tell them to fuck off. I'm not going to be told to build someone a PC for free. If I feel that they are worthy of, getting a PC built for them, or I know that they are serious about wanting to game with the group and they haven't got the funds to build a PC, then I will go out of my way to try and help them as much as I can. So for me, I used to build all the time. This one, recently it's picked back up again. I've built a fair few PCs recently, but it will all go quiet and simmer down again soon, and there'll be no building. But it is looking fantabby-dozy though in here. We've got all the wiring and plumbing and stuff to do, but look at that. That is looking lovely. Coolers in. CPU, RAM, M.2. I have got all this plumbing to do. The graphics card's currently not here. That's at Dean's house, so he's going to be dropping that off to me on Saturday, so we can't put that in. Yeah, you are right, Rick. You really are right. Yeah, it's looking lovely, mate. I absolutely love it. Like I said, I have the same motherboard. I am looking at the RGB white RAM as the next upgrade for my computer. like I said, my 3060 should be here sometime today. Looking forward to putting that in. I say I'm going from a... Yeah, it is at the moment, Rick. You are right. If you can't source the graphics cards cheap enough, it does come down to that pre-builts are cheaper at the moment. You're right. So how you doing, in zone? Nice one, bud. Nice one. Right, so we're going to stick this in here somewhere. Jesus, that looks the piss. That's a random way of saying it, Mr. T. I say, I mean, we've still got a fair amount to do. Oh, that took the piss. Oh, yeah. Are you in now, are you? Hang on. Telling me they didn't even give me a bloody piece of 3M tape. Bet they didn't. What absolute tight arseholes. I swear I got a piece of 3M tape in the last box. Right, okie dokies. Oh, aha! We have got some 3M. Yeah, baby. Oh, the joys, Mr. T. The joys of fucking farm sim. Excuse me. Do. Righty ho. Excuse me. Detangle the mess. Right, one. 2. Bloody hell. Right, 3. That's them 3 done. The RGB one's done, and now we need to do the fans. That's 1. 2. 3. Righty ho ho ho. Suppose the next thing should be the power supply. Right, again, white RM power supply like we had the other day, RM 750. So there is currently a big fat mess on the floor right now. Jade is probably going to moan at me when she gets home. Look how he's making made! But I don't care. On CPU 24 pin. This is what I love about these power supplies. No fucking about. One 24 pin. Not sure if graphics card that we got requires power, so I'm just going to put one of these in just in case. Right, again, like I said last time that we used this exact power supply, if you look, we've only got 1, 2, 3 cables, three chunky cables and this flat ribbon, and the rest of the cables we don't actually need. You know, if you need them, obviously you're going to have to plug them in, but for these particular builds we don't need them. Right, so she's ready to go in now. In shoes. Right, we've got to tighten the screws up round the back. Fuck me. There's always one that wants to be stubborn, always. Okay then. Screw does not want to go in there. Right. Have to start plumbing some of this in. Thought it was just going to be my luck. I was going to knock that whole screw pot all over the floor then, but I didn't. Lucky enough. Right, 24 pins in, so is the CPU power. So now to play party in the back and get all of this wiring sorted. Excuse me. So I need to get the rest of these fans put in. This one is going to hide down the bottom for the time being. Well, I'm wiring everything as we speak. So hopefully not a great deal longer. Oh, lovely stuff. Yeah, I've got some money in my bank if you want to get some cough medicine. If you want, you can pop to, if you've not already been to Costa's today, you could always pop to Costa's with your mum after you picked Harley up, and then pop to Sainsbury's while you're there and get the cough medicine and shit. Yeah, but don't order mine until you're due to leave, though, Jade. So if you know, go to Costa's with your mum and just hang out there for a little while, give me some time to finish this up, and then order mine when you're ready to leave. To say I'm not going to be powering it on today and testing it because Dean's still got the graphics card, so well, that needs to go back out the back. Excuse me, you cheeky fucker. Get yourself back here now. Dr. Pepper, please! Right. Not too bad, Ash, mate, not too bad. So I've got a few more wires to plumb in and I'm pretty much done for the day, I think. Let's say I haven't got my hands on the graphics card yet, you see. So I've got to wait for the graphics card to come down. And then once I've got my hands on the graphics card, then I can do all the installation of Windows and stuff like that. I might actually do that prior, but off camera. It's just all these fiddly little leads now, and then cable manage everything in the back. Well, I have also built this one back here as well, so I wouldn't really say part-time, bro. It's called working smarter, not harder. I've literally got like this one wire to do and then put 3 more fans in, wire that, cable manage everything, and pretty much done. So somewhere on this desk, here. Oh, another PC. There's also another one back here, mate. I finished building that a couple of days ago. Been keeping myself busy, boy. I just can't help myself, Grant. I really can't. I swear I must be addicted to punishment. Yeah, man, I'm all good. How's yourself? Right, so. So underneath, all good as well. Loving the new PC. Nice, mate. I bet you're 100% glad that you upgraded. I've now got to get this on down here. Let's say I just upgraded as well, Grant. I upgraded my desk PC. I'm now running an i7 11700K and I just ordered myself a 3060 12 gig. So looking forward to getting that some point today, as far as I'm aware. Right, well, that's that done. So it's now a case of we got like 3 more fans to install and we're pretty much done. You mean 32 gigs of RAM, you mean, not 34? I'm sure that's what you're trying to say there. I was like, hey, what the fuck's he on about? Only problem is with being a PC builder and you've got fat ass sausage fingers and you've got to get wires through the tiniest of little cavities and stuff. It's not always that fun. White builds are sick as fuck, mate, honestly. This thing is going to light up like a fucking Christmas tree. I'm saying this is only an office PC, Grant. This ain't, you know, like uber-tastic for like gaming or anything. This is only a little baby i5 office build for my mate's wife. But I mean, come on, like, let's just turn this round, right? Look. You know, like, not blowing my own trumpet or anything. I think it looks fucking awesome. Honestly, Grant, white builds are fucking awesome. Like I said, I'll just grab up the other build, right? Here's the other build that I built the other day. So this is in the same case. This is all RGB. But this has got black internals, where this one's got white and silver internals. Yeah, been a busy boy, me, Grant. Been busy. So, like I said, this is just an office PC that, you know, my mate's wife is going to do. You know, she runs her own little t-shirt printing business, so she needs like things like Photoshop and stuff like that. So this is what this is going to run essentially. She'll be able to run all of her programs and stuff for her t-shirt printing business off of this. But it's also going to have I believe it's going to have a 1060, I think that's what Dean ordered. So it will be able to play a few games as well. if she ever did decide that she wanted to jump on and play a few games, it will play games as well. But the main purpose of it is that it is built for, again, Fat Fingers McGee. Try and feed that up there without stabbing my fingers. I want a new case now, for fuck's sake, Zach. Go on, tell me you want the Corsair 220T, don't you? You've seen the Lee & Lee case. I have, Grant, and to be honest, I'm going to throw this out there and I'm going to probably upset a lot of folks in PC land out there, but I don't really rate it. It is so much like every other case that's on the market. The only great thing I liked about the Lee & Lee case, Grant, and that would be the pentagon-shaped fans. That you literally take one fan like this, you take the other fan like that, and they're, instead of having separate wiring like each one of these, there's a connector on the inside face and you just clip the fans together like that. And they are absolutely fucking bob on. I think that's the best thing. That's the best thing about the Lee & Lee case. But I find that a lot of cases are much of a much nowadays. There's so many companies that are copying each other, so many Chinese companies ripping off other brands' cases and stuff like that. So, you know, I do this on a regular basis, and a lot of the cases that, you know, I either recommend to a client to buy, or they come to me and go, oh, I'd like a PC built into this case, and 9 times out of 10 it's Corsair. As I say, like I said, 9 times out of 10, they are all Corsair cases that I tend to build into. Different variants of Corsair case, of course, but this is the 4th Corsair 220T that I have built into this. This year alone, this is the 4th one of these cases I've built into. No, I don't. Yeah, I know that you want a wall mountable case, didn't you? The P3 is the smaller variant of mine, Zach. Mine's the P5. I did a few tests for power and it comes back saying that I have 550 is okay. It's only when I overclock. Well, I mean, if you look on the NVIDIA website, Grant, and you look at your specific card, it says a 650 watt power supply is what is recommended, like 650 or above. Only downside to you having a 550 is when you start plugging loads of stuff in, that the power draw through like things like your USBs and stuff like that, that's where it will all start to fall down once you plug a lot of things in. You know, your graphics card's quite greedy, and 550 is quite a low power supply rating nowadays. I say, even that PC down here, this is only running a 1066 gig, and this still has a 750 watt power supply in it. This is going to be running a 1050 Ti or a 1060 And again, same thing, this is running a 750 watt power supply. The computer that I'm currently streaming on is running a i7 11700K and a 1078 gig. That is on an 850 watt power supply. The big rig over there is running on an 850 power supply. You know, I would just recommend, just for, you know, just to be on the safe side, Grant, so you don't accidentally fry something. You know, go and spend the extra, like, 100 quid when you've got it. Yeah, I'm not saying that you need to spend uber amounts of money on a really expensive power supply. I'm just saying that just to make sure that you know you've spent all that money on your computer and it is quite a low-end power supply, being on a 550 compared to the components you've got inside. So, like I said, rather than being sorry and it causes some sort of failure to your computer, just use your noggin. The noggin. I mean, you can pick up a 750. Yeah, so I mean, again, depending what brand you want, if you want a silver, gold, bronze, platinum, whatever, power rating and all of that. I mean, if it was me, Grant, I would go and grab yourself one of these. This is what I'm recommending to people at the moment because they are a modular power supply. RM750X power supply. And you don't have to have all the unnecessary cables jammed in the back of your case. If we turn this round, we have, coming from the power supply, we have the CPU cable, we have the 24 pin cable there, we also have got the SATA cable that's underneath down there, as well as the graphics card power. All of this spaghetti junction is obviously all Corsair IQ fans and stuff like that, but you know, what do I think of this? What am I looking at, bud? I don't know if you was planning to post a link or something. Send it to me phone, Grant. Send it to me phone. Inbox me on Facebook or something. Be easier for me to have a look through my phone. Yo, Mr. Taylor in the house. How's it going, Sweet Pete? So I'm going to sit my butt back down. I can't actually click on that, Grant, right now because this is the dining table and my desk is all the way further forward over there. Yeah, send it via Facebook, bro. Holy fucking Jesus. Yeah, that'll be fine, Grant. Yeah, say either the one that you sent me or the one I sent you, mate. Like I said, the modular power supplies are absolutely banging because, like I said, you don't want to add all them crappy wires in the back of your computer. You just leave them in your bag. You only plumb in the wires that you need. Sorted. Yo, Aaron. That's what I love about... That's what I love about modular power supplies, and people are like, oh wow, it's a bit expensive. Yes, it's a bit expensive, but it also keeps the back of your case, nice and tidy. So if something ever does happen to your PC, and you've then got to go and take it to someone like myself, like for repairs or something along those lines, you're not getting fucking stuck with more hours of labour because they've got to dig through the back of your fucking spaghetti junction in the back of your computer. Well, this one's going to light up like a Christmas tree shortly, Grant. Right, so we've got one more fan. So we've got a plumb in the back, and then we can do cable management, and then we can test fire this. How would you build me a PC? Well, it totally depends. If you were sending me the current PC that you had now, and you asked me to, you know, just upgrade a power supply or something along those lines, Grant, then, you know, obviously I would unplumb all the previous power supply that was already there, and then I would plumb in everything that you needed on the modular power supply, and then with the little bag like this, I would put this back inside your case, put the front door on so this was inside the case, and then it would obviously be shipped back to you. It just depends. It depends what you want. I mean, a lot of people say that, you know, I make them spend lots of money on computers and stuff like that because they see, you know, the PCs that I've got or the PCs that I've built, and it encourages them to, you know, it encourages them to want to have something along the same lines, which I can understand, you know, like when people do see some of the builds that I built that, you know, your brain goes 90 to the dozen, you're like, fucking hell, that's nice, I want one of those. But sometimes it's not always practical. Well, I mean, to be honest, I mean, we managed to ship a PC from Scotland to me, right, Grant? And it cost 42 quid. So, and that's a full size PC. So yeah, it is doable, Grant. Like to have it sent down. Yeah, like think it. Yeah, about 42 quid. Because Dave K, that's in the DDL, he's actually from Scotland. Right, let's try and post one of these wires at a time because Fat Fingers McGee over here. But I mean, it is just as easy to pull a power supply out, Grant, as it, you know, like, I know that you've not really done a lot of PC building and stuff like that yourself, personally, but pulling a power supply out is a piece of piss. Like, it's the motherboard and the little baby connectors on the motherboard that you should be, you know, kind of more concerned about than ever taking out a power supply and replacing it. Power supply is literally a 24 pin, the CPU power pin, the graphics card pin, and your hard drive. So it is a piece of piss to take out a power supply. Like I said, it's more along the lines of trying to unplumb and plumb back in the tiny little Uber cables that are on the bottom of the motherboard. That's what kind of frustrates me more. That's the most frustrating bit about building a PC for me. And also hiding the wiring, making sure all the wiring is tidy is another must. Well, am I not done yet? So I've had to fuck about with the M.2 standoff thing, which ended up causing me to go in and out of the room multiple times, which kind of slowed me down quite a lot. I finally got that figured out, and then I had to remove all the original black fans that were in this case. Then put together the water cooling system, and then put back another 3 fans. You can do, Grant, you can have a M.2 as a primary and a secondary drive, providing that you've got the money to pay for 2 M.2s. Clibbo, you can always come and do it for me if you like. Instead of stanking it up in Cornwall. But it was a lot of, disassembly and the fucking wiring. The fucking wiring, Clibbo, you know all about the fucking wiring. But we are almost finished now, Clibbo, to be fair. We are almost finished. Well, This is pretty clean. I am pretty satisfied with how this is currently turning out. The next thing is need to find which. Got to find out which one of these little headers up here is actually for the CPU fan header. There's 3 of them all side by side with no markings on them. That's always helpful. Gotta love that one, Clibbo, ain't ya? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a bitchy by the toe. If it hollers, let it go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Right, so hopefully this will tell me which one is the right, so basically on the board, right at the top, above the RAM slots, there is 3 fan headers, all in a line with no markings to which one's which. So you would normally have a CPU optional, and an AIO pump, and there's no writing on the board. So lucky enough, on this tiny uber tiny fucking manual here with ultra small fucking writing on it. No, Clivo, not here. Oh. Yes, yes it is. Yes it is. So I now need to, yeah, I found it. Yeah. It is on the left out of the three. But every board's different because every board has the fucking pins in a different place on the board. So I have the same board, but I have the Z4. Exactly the same look of the board, everything else, but mine's a Z490 and this is a Z590, and all the fan headers are in totally different place. Not in the same place at all. I mean, when you do it enough times, Clivo, you do generally, but for me, because I work on multiple different boards, like Dave K's was a B series board, so the CPU fan was just above the socket. With this one, it's on the, this one's on the top right of the board with 3 in a row with no marking. So it's I've now got to also try and get this little ooby dooby back through here, get this attached to the motherboard. Otherwise, if I don't plumb that one into the motherboard, it won't turn on because it will say that there is no CPU fan. But my big fat fingers says no. And there's also a fucking fan in the way. I should have probably plumbed this in before I put the fucking fan in the way, shouldn't I? Right, we're gonna have to try something here. Alright, let's just move that out the way. Yeah, on each different board, the wiring is not in the same place, so does make things a little bit more interesting. I don't really know if interesting is the right term either, to be honest. Well, I think I'm using my brain a bit more correctly here in taking the RAM out to get to the fan header, but I think the wire has jumped back through the case. Which it fucking did. Right, should be able to get my fat sausage fingers in there now, hopefully. Whee! I'm glad that I managed to get my fingers in there, otherwise I would have had to take the fans back out, and I don't want to be fucking about doing that. Right, so we need to just put the two RAM sticks back in. No worries. I'll see you in a bizzle. Right, RAM back in. Oh, you're not prick. Right, well, we're all plumbed in. We have got to tidy up Spaghetti Junction back here. But just see if I did everything right, shall we? Right, let's get the extension. Excuse me. Right, we ready? Dean, Kaylee, are you there? Anyone? Well, that's a good start. Bling, bling, bling. Ta-da! Oh yeah, to the boy! Trying to get hold of Kaylee. I don't even think she's looking at her phone. Fuck me, these Corsair fans do not pack out a punch, boys, I'm telling you. Right, here, watch this. I'm not holding it. My hand is flat. That's just the fan turbulence. Pushing it up against my hand. But honestly, these Corsair fans are fucking amazing. But there you go, guys and girls, that is another PC build. I know that we took a little bit longer today. That's due to, you know, we had to put a new 360mm water cooler in the front. And Dean obviously wanted the original black fans, which are these. Dean didn't want these in the build, so I've removed them from the build and I swapped him out for 3 white housed fans to go in this build. So removing the fans took a little bit of time. Assembling the water cooler took a bit of time. You know, but as you can see, it's all lit up. Lovely jubbly. We're just waiting on the graphics card. Dean's going to bring that over on Saturday, I believe. So then we can chuck that in there. I'm going to do the Windows installation all off of camera because it's just tedious bollocks and saying yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no all the way through. Do you want this bloatware bollocks on your computer and stuff like that? But other than that, guys, as I say, you can see there is 3 120mm fans in the front, all RGB. There is another one in the rear of the case back here, you can see, and also 2 in the roof. There's also 32 gigs of Corsair RGB RAM in here as well. So, yeah, there you go. Kaylee, if you are out there and you are watching, or Dean, you're out there watching, the PC's built. I've got to do a bit of wire management in the back. And obviously put the case back together, install Windows, and there you go. There is Kaylee's office PC built and ready to go. What are you saying there, Zach? On, I, in. Yo, Terry, how's it going? But yeah, like I said, with all the Windows installation and all of that sort of stuff, that will all be installed later on off camera. I also have got to finish off Dave K's downloads and install some of his Steam games and stuff. If all of my money doesn't go into my car, I'd have a PC like that. It looks dope as fuck. Well, that is that's Mr. Grab and Tug. There is also another one right here. So this is the one that I finished building last week. So yeah, this one is going off to Scotland. The one that's in my hand is going off to Scotland. The one that's on the desk that's currently flashing away there is going to Essex. But right, yeah, like I said guys, we're going to love you and leave you now. So thank you very much for stopping in and sitting around till the end. That they don't belong to me, bro. They don't belong to me, unfortunately. I wish they, I wish all of the PCs that I built belonged to me, because you know, like I'd just have a house full of them. So yeah, take it easy, everybody. Thanks for sticking around, enjoying watching me build this. As I say, there is so much mess on the floor down here of boxes and screws and God knows what else. So not only have I got to finish off this one, finish off that one over there, I've also got to try and tidy up all of this mess before the girls get home as well, because Harley no doubt will try and put things in her mouth. So I need to now try and make my way across to my actual desk to turn the stream off. That would, that's a lot easier said than done. Yeah, as I say, I mean, if you look on the floor down here, it is boxy central. But yeah, so like I said, Dean, Kaylee, there is the PC. She is all built and ready for her Windows installation. As I say, what does it look like on the stream? Does this all look like it's glowing white, or can you actually see the colours? I think it just looks white, I think. Yeah, no, it's set itself up now, so it's actually rainbow. You guys can't see it, the camera's just overexposing the shit out of it, unfortunately. But remember guys, tonight there is no stream. There is no stream this evening. If you do fancy doing something, then get in contact with Ian, Bogo or Calvin and see what they're up to this evening. I'm going to be getting both of these PCs finished off tonight. Well, later on once I get off the stream. And I'm going to be going swimming with the kids tonight, so there will definitely be no stream this evening. Calvin said he's out this evening as well, so you might have to contact Bogo or Ian to find out what they're up to. Right guys, like I said, thanks very much for the support and thanks for sticking around and watching the stream. Like I said, there was 16 of you in at like 8:30 this morning. So I'm really grateful to you guys for sticking around and enjoying my PC builds. So till next time, take it easy and goodbye.